Hello and welcome in. So we are back to selling cursed and strange objects to people who definitely don't need them. Sorry about missing Friday. I forgot I had a doctor's appointment and I was completely brain fried afterwards and went and took a nap and woke up late and decided, you know what? It would be better for me to just not do anything. And then Saturday was Valentine's Day, so I spent all day with Dulston rather than streaming. And Sunday was my brother's birthday, so I did wish him a happy birthday. And I was just not up to doing anything. So here we are back with Strange Antiquities today, rather than pushing myself this weekend, which I know is... I love you too. Which I know is kind of, you know, self-care is important. Very important. My cat heard me talking to the mic in the computer, so decided must come and get. I must be talking to her, of course. So she must come and get loved on. So, excuse me for a moment while I love on the cat. Okay, you must lay down again. The people want to see your beautiful face. The people want your beautiful face. Yes, this is what they want. They want your beautiful face. No, darling, they want your beautiful face. Ugh. I do squish this cat. You don't understand. This cat lets me do whatever she wants, whatever I want to her. And she's just like, yes, it's attention. I love it. She doesn't care. She has dog programming, okay? She really, really does. Okay, come over here. No, no, stay over there. Stay over here. Stay. Everybody wants to see your beautiful face. See, that's a happy cat. And she, of course, comes right back for more scritching. She is not a cat that says 3 scratches and you're done. Okay, but we are back with Strange Antiquities, and we're going to try to see if we can't get to the end of this game at some point. There is an ending, I think. I'm not sure what ending I'm headed to, but I think, I don't know. I think there's an ending at some point, maybe. Maybe. I'm probably gonna get a bad ending. I don't know. I don't know what I've given these people. Hi, Thomas. I've noticed that some people claim not to fear death. They say that dying scares them, but not death itself. Not me. Not the great Thomas Pope. Give me pain, give me fear, if I can feel that I know I'm alive. Going back to the nothingness, that's what I fear. I'm going to do my best to live forever, starting today. Okay. Dude, you are crazy. I'm pretty sure you need some psychiatric help. You need a therapist. Sometimes called a hand of Jupiter or a fire palm, a loam is an item with enticing power. They can reverse the signs of aging, but anyone who has played that game knows that it can only last so long before the time catches up, and when it does, it often hits harder. Dude, you are... what do I have? This looks like a hand holding a stone. Do I have anything that remotely looks like that? I have a couple of hands. Of actual hands. That's a hand. Cold. It chills my blood to hold it. Blech. A fire palm. Fire palm. Oh. Okay, Jupiter. I'm dumb. We've got symbols. Jupiter is this one. I'm dumb. Do we see that symbol on anything? Yes, Strange Horticulture is their other game, and I have played through that off stream. Because I watched several people play it on stream, and it was very good and interesting. So, of course, I had to play it. And then when this game came out, oh, I absolutely had to get it. And I saved it until I could play it on stream. Because I absolutely loved the way that Strange Horticulture came out. And I accidentally, in Strange Horticulture, I guess, got the best ending the first time around. So I was like, I want to see if I can do the same thing here. But I'll probably get a bad ending. I'm looking for a symbol of Jupiter. No, that doesn't have it. Oh no, that's got a lot of insanity. Nope. Dude, you're just gonna have to stand there and wait. I'm gonna try this thing. No, not that thing. Ah. Oh. I don't understand. Okay, I've looked for the symbol of Jupiter. I haven't found it. Am I missing something? It's gonna be something obvious and I'm just being stupid. Tin. And I am just being stupid because there was a tin hand right fucking here. Yeah. Right there, and I'm just fucking stupid. I'm just fucking stupid. See? See? I'm just fucking stupid. I can't fucking read. See? It's a good thing. Thank you, because it's a good thing you can read. Because I can't fucking read. There's been an unexpected death in the family. It has hit us all quite hard, but particularly my husband. I would like to gift him a heart chamber. Wait, haven't I already found one? Did I already find one of those? No, probably not. He wants a heart chamber. That just sounds like a bad idea. Oh! Hi, dude! There is a vast skull in the catacombs said to be that of the beast Blenkartha. Holgar's followers believe that when he slew it, he trapped its soul along with its power in an item known as the Wraith Chamber. Heart chambers are based on this mythical object, but they have morphed over time in a way to keep those dear to us close to the heart after death. Holgar's followers believe that when he slew it, he trapped its soul. So it's a... Okay, you're wearing a bunch of shit. You got a little fang, got one of these things, got one of these things, got one of these things. That thing looks familiar. It's this thing, isn't it? It's that thing. Yeah. Yep. Saito appears in the sketch of Holgar. It bears a sigil that resembles Holgen Grim mask. That one was 90% luck. Always look at the pictures, folks. Always look at the pictures. Hi, Edmund. Did you ever work out what that Bishop Square thingy was? I suddenly remembered this note that I found some time ago, and it occurred to me it might be related. Oh, thank you. I almost threw it away, but it intrigued me, so I held on to it. I haven't a clue what it means. Okay. Thanks. Blessings in spring, rising in autumn. Oh, did I ever... The Bishop's Square is a simple tool my great-grandfather's devising, loosely based on Briar's disc. By all accounts, he was an impressive man, but it would seem his mind began to fail him at the end. Perhaps he spent too long studying his Zaya. He imagined invisible enemies coming to steal away his most prized possessions, so he began hiding them about the castle. In a code that only he understood. Blessings in spring, rising in autumn. I don't know. Spring and autumn. Okay, so we have autumn and spring. Wait, blessings in spring, rising in autumn. What does that mean? No, that's not the map. I don't know what I'm doing with this thing. It doesn't match up to any of these. Mars in winter, rising in summer. But it says rising in autumn. So Mars in winter. Wait, what symbol is... Mars is that one. No, open it. Where'd my thingy go? I have too much crap on my desk. Son of a bitch. You ever just have too much crap on your desk and you're just like, where is all of my stuff? So Mars was... this one. Mars in winter. Rising in autumn, but it says rising in summer. Rising in autumn. Blessing in spring. In the kitchens? Hi, Tia! Welcome in! I'm trying to figure out this map. Which symbol is that? Nope, that's the wrong book. My other book is here. There is not enough desk space, sir. That is... that? It's a... I don't get it. I don't understand. Okay, so let's try the kitchens. The smell of sauna and cooking greets me as I enter the castle kitchen. I feel a little foolish trying to avoid the cook's glare, following the clues left to me by a mad old man. What was I thinking? I'm not going to find anything here. And yet, the exact spot where the map leads me, there is something, a floorboard that has been cut and replaced. With a little difficulty, I lift it up and feel around in the cavity below before I find my fingers grasp something hard. I did find something! Use the bishop square. I did find something. So blessings in spring, rising in autumn. I'm still not sure what that means. Oh, no, it's not gonna be in here. And I don't think it's gonna be in here. So which one was... no, it's past. It's back here. Autumn is this one. Blessings. Right here. So I gotta find that symbol. Okay, so blessings. Blessings in spring. No, which... Okay, I'm having stupid right now. Okay, spring is the leaf. And autumn is the weird nut-looking thing. Okay, so it's the staircase. The symbols on the map lead me to a winding stair of the North Tower. The pendant has been carefully hidden, but knowing where to look means that it does not take me long, and I am soon on my way back to the shop with a new trinket to add to our growing collection. I am slowly figuring this out. And the hunt continues. And that can go in my archive. That needs to go in the right map. That can go right there. That can go put away. Okay. Next person, Thaddeus. Something isn't right at the museum. I'm worried it's all my fault. It is all your fault. I'd hoped my brother would be back by now. I've had an idea, though. I'm no thaumaturge, but I think I can weaken it using a witherance. Oh dear me. This had better work. What is a witherance? Witherance. A witherance is the inverse of a fortinance and is sometimes put to more malicious use. These can be crafted from stone like the fortinance, but wood is more commonly used. What's a fortinance? Fortinance can enhance physical strength or restore strength that has been sapped. What's a fortinance? Okay, that's a fortinance. So we're looking for a witherance. something that saps strength. Like paralysis? Because that would do it. Made of limestone. This is made of stone. It's got the paralysis symbol on it. What other symbols does it have on it? It's got a triangle and I don't know what that symbol is. Cold. And fire? Me looking at my symbols. Oh, this thing just says weakness. That thing just says weakness. For an instant use of strength, the inverse of which is weakness. This item bears a symbol of weakness. It is made of wood. There you go. It just says weakness. Jacob. My mind is severed. Need mether. What? You need a what? Mether. A solemn mether. 3 types of mether. Solemn variety considers the most powerful. It permits the drinker to forge pathways in the mind to recall that which has been forgotten, or to repair that which has been broken. It will produce a noticeably stronger thalamic field than the other 2 types. Okay, let's see what we got. Okay, so we've got methers over here. It's gonna be either this one or this one. It's got to be this one. Yeah, it's got to be that one. So I'm gonna try that one. Solemn mether. Using the index, I can remind myself what a mether looks like. It produces a stronger thalamic field than the other methers in my collection. Good luck, dude, with your mind. Maybe. Francesca. I've discovered something via the thalamic needle. Good for you. The woman who tried to swim across the lake was compelled to do so by some invisible force. Ugh. She was looking for something, and whatever it is right here in Undermere. Oh. That's not all. I decided to experiment with the Ambra. When I was under its spell, I heard whispers. Something was calling to me and left me feeling terribly afraid. This must be what's keeping my patients in their trance-like state. I've never used a Gaudian siren before, but it occurred to me that I might be able to use it to drown out the whispers. Okay, let's see what we got. Although these are similar in form to thalamic needles, Gaudian sirens serve a very different purpose. They create a strong compulsion like a siren's call that can be used to divert attention. A display of Gaudian objects in the Museum of History in Undermere. Ugh. Okay, let's see if we can find if I have something. Well, that looks like that. But that looks like that. That actually looks exactly. Okay, let's try this. Okay, this item appears in the sketch of the cabinet. It is an obelisk shape like the thalamic needle. Closer inspect reveals its attention-demanding power. Yeah, I just guessed because it looked like the item. Okay, let's end the day. The curator learned that the Nalian casket is a dark article, a class reserved for the most cursed and the most dangerous of objects. He locked it away deep within the museum's archives, along with the other such artifacts that are best kept from public's eye. Oh. I am under the barn where the axe meets the tree. Oh, a lumberyard. It's got to be the lumberyard. Got to be a lumberyard. Okay, I'm just missing it. I am under the barn where the axe meets the tree. So not in here. Woodcutter's Lane? Mm. Gotta be Woodcutter's Lane. So let's go exploring. Well, there's strange horticulture right there. Ugh. But what is... That's the road. That's the boatyard. I hate riddles. Actually, I love riddles. I just don't get this one. Okay, Woodcutter's Lane. That's the axe, right? That's the axe. Oh, I'm stupid. Pine Road. Pine tree. So where the axe meets the tree is here. So that's not. It's got to be there, right? It is. I'm stupid. To the side of the house sits a dilapidated barn. The stench of manure is overpowering. There is no sign of an owner, so I search carefully, not sure exactly what I'm looking for. Suddenly I spy a flash of blue. A bottle. This is it. Ooh, a pretty bottle. Where am I going to put you? I'll put you up here. Simone. Good morning. Yes, and to you too, Jupiter. I'm getting more concerned about my mother. Hearing that poor lady who drowned frightened me. But she'll turn up. She always does. I've had another breakthrough. This time I'm certain it's a clue that leads to another hidden part of strange antiquities. Ooh. From the individual, a stone for dark purposes. From the celestial, a stone of the earth. From the diurnal, a stone of death. Oh! Okay. A riddle. Okay, the individual... No. Yep, that's the one I need. Individual. Mentic in Wixic. Okay, this is gonna be a lot of juggling. Okay. Mentic and big circles there, little circles all the way down. I need that triangle. Okay, so I need a stone for dark purposes. That gives this. A stone for dark purposes. Nope. Okay, it's that weird symbol, but it's not that one. A stone for dark purposes. Not you. Not you. Not you. Not you. I don't know what you do. Not you. Oh, it's not you. Nope. Not you. That's not a stone. Does it have to be a stone? I don't remember what the Ares remnant does. Oh. It just gives you synesthesia. That's not a... Oh, maybe? I don't know. But it probably wouldn't work. No. Maybe? I don't know. Stone of the Earth. From the Celestial. That's... Oh, it could be a Wixix stone, too. Wixix is... That I didn't see any of those. A stone of the earth. Okay, I did see a few of those. Not you. Not you. What does an Elvis stone do? Elvis stones can be used to relieve discomfort, cause planetary metals used. Selenic. No, okay, so no, that's moon. Nope. That's water-based. Oh, could it be this one? It might be this one. Might not be you. It might be you. Hmm. Have a good lurk, Callisto. So I'm gonna try this one. Stone of Death. Still spoilers. So Diurnal, we're looking for... one of these. Or one of those. So swirlies. Okay. And it's a stone of death. That doesn't have anything. No. No. This thing? Nope. Nope. Hey, Lisa! Thank you for the ducks!
I am not demure! I am depressed!
I am not demure.
Mindful. I am mentally unstable!
Yep, that too.
I am not cute! I am crippled with anxiety!
Yeah, I am.
Kinda cute though.
Meh. Cat gets treats. You woke her up. You woke her. You have awoken the demon. No, you know where to go. And don't bite me this time. Look at this. She has to clean up all the treat. Just get every little bit of it. Squish both. It's the same thing. Looking for a stone of death. Is it this thing? No. I want to hold on to you because you might go here. I'm gonna put you here. No. Meh. Ah, what is a stone of death? If I were a stone of death, what would I look like? Not like that. Thing doesn't even have a thing. That thing has the wrong thing. No, go up there. Ah. At this point, I'm just trying to find things that, have that. You don't have one. I don't know. Hmm. I don't freaking know. Uh... Okay, that's the other one that I wanted to look. Stone of the Earth. No, not that. So that could be a stone of the Earth. Oh, this is so confusing. Okay. Well, making the assumption that I am wrong about everything forever. Okay. Individual. Because I didn't look at... I'm dumb. I'm a special sort of stupid. Because it could be either of these. And it's a stone for dark purpose. Which could be that. That's not for dark purposes. Maybe. That's also not for dark purposes. Let's go with that. I don't know. This isn't well explained. Okay, the next one is from the Celestial. Stone of the Earth. Okay, I might be stupid. I might be stupid. Ignore everything I am doing right now. Because look, a stone for dark purposes. A stone for dark purposes. It's the gemstones, isn't it? Stone of the Earth. So I'm looking for a green stone. Like this thing? Maybe? That thing? Stone of Death. That thing. Oh, the green stone might be this thing too. Oh, that. Okay, so it's not this one. It might be this one. Yeah, I'm stupid. I'm dumb. I'm stupid. Ignore me. And this is another one of these puzzles. I'm pretty sure. Where I have to play with the moon. Okay, so this one, and this one? Yep. Ooh! Pretty! You go right there. I'm looking for stones, and it's stones. Let's take half an hour to try to figure out something that simple. I'm a smart lad. Hi, Jacob. Thank you for the meter. I have seen into the yawning deep. I have seen beauty beyond the comprehending mind. The price is steep, but I pay it gladly. My shadow anchor broke and must replace. Your shadow anchor. One of the gemstones ones made no sense because I have nothing with gemstones. I got a book that had all the gemstones in it. It was in a cupboard. You want a shadow anchor. And I haven't really used it much. I probably should use it more. But I've been not using it at all. Yeah, they never have the right gemstones. Kitten, can I help you? A shadow anchor is sometimes used in the practice of shadow casting, the art of projecting one's presence outside the body. Without an anchor, minds have been known to become lost. Shadow anchor designs can vary greatly. Some prefer pendants, whereas others prefer to clutch a totem in their hands. Some make use of symbology, where others use gemstones. They will always produce a field from the individual branch, however. Okay. Okay, so with that in mind, individual. So either this, the wavy, or the Celtic. Okay. Is there any... No, there was no symbols. Are there any gemstones? Stone of strength. Stone of fire. An anchor. So, that stone. It's a blue stone. Like this thing. But it doesn't put off the right symbol. This might do it. Is it this thing? It is. Yeah, cat just decided, do what I want. The Kyanite gemstone points to the fact that this item anchors the mind. It produces a mentic field from the individual branch. See the gemstones. I need to use the book more. I just don't ever use the book. Okay, close that. You have shown yourself to be a useful ally in these worrisome times. Keep an eye on the lake in the coming days. When blackened eyes seek the casket, water turns to midnight. Perform the sacrament and have faith in Holgar. Okay. The sacrament is a baptism ceremony in which one's life is pledged to the warrior god Holgar. It is performed by a blood priest within a stone circle. In spring, a charm of green growth. In summer, a pendant of the yellow sun. In autumn, an instrument of the red night. In winter, a totem of blue fire. I have these. Okay. So, a charm of green growth. That is, I believe, the Scythian charm. This thing. A pendant of the yellow sun. The Sunbond. Where is it? Gemstone of light. The Sunbond. You can go in here. Oh no, you can go in with my maps. Autumn instrument of the red night. Red night. The totem of blue fire, though, that's that thing right there. That's this thing. Instrument of the red night. I don't know. Oh, is it, this thing, the Oxford Spire. During the Rite of the Red Knives, the Oxford Spire is fully submerged in ghost blood for 9 days and 9 nights. When performed correctly, the rite is said to impart vitality and clarity of thought, although perhaps not for the goat. Red Knight. Maybe? That's the only thing I could think of. Receptacle of the mind. The fog. That is the only thing I can think of. Art chamber? No? Yeah, that's the only thing I can think of. So it has to be that. So I'm gonna set these down here. I should probably put them in order though. So yeah, those are the items I'm gonna need for that. Mail! I'm afraid this letter was sorted incorrectly and has ended up doing a round trip to Kendall and back. Ooh, better late than never. Okay. I have spent a long time looking for an object that is believed to have been lost somewhere in the catacombs. The adventurer and thaumaturge Marwyn left a trail in her hid stash, or so the story goes. I followed it as far as the ossuary of the damned, a chilling, bone-filled alcove carved into the natural chamber in the upper levels. But it seems her markings have been worn away by time after that. I have the hiccups. I pass on the story to you in the hope that you can succeed where I have failed. Your friend, Barton. The catacombs, eh? The Ossuary of the Damned. All right. Let's do this. So this place? I'm able to follow Marwyn's trail for a while, but carved markings have faded and worn by centuries and weathering. By the time I reach the Ossuary, I can no longer make them at all. Fortunately, I've always wanted an excuse to use a Carrick's candle. A Carrick's candle. Carrick's candle. These items produce an invisible light that peels back the years, allowing a glimpse into the past and effects is often murky and blurred, but the works passably on stationary objects. They are marked by a depiction of a candle upon their surface. So they have a picture of a candle on them. So it should be easy enough to spot. Crumbly. Not that thing. No. No. They are marked by... They are marked by the depiction of a candle upon the surface. So what do I have that has the depiction of a candle on the surface? I'm thinking it's gotta be this thing. So if I'm not mistaken, that's the symbol for... Hey, Shin! That's a symbol for fire. I remember that quite clearly. That is the symbol for fire. See, fire is right there. It's gotta be this thing. Hi, cat. What is this symbol? Wax. It's the symbol for wax. Of course it is. The symbol for flame is rendered above the symbol for wax, a depiction of a candle. Stalagmites retreat under the light of the candle as I hold it aloft and search for the shifting rock walls of any sign of Marwyn's trail. Suddenly I see it, an M etched into the rock as clear as if it had been carved yesterday. I follow the trail in an excited hurry, tripping and stumbling as the candle distorts the height of the floor until I come to the end at a small boulder. Rolling the rock to one side, I reach behind and reclaim Marwyn's lost treasure. It's gingerbread man. I found a gingerbread man. You can go in my drawer. So it wants me to do... How do I do this, though? No. Is there a stone circle? Oh, 32. The eye. What happens if I do this? I wonder. It's a strange arrangement of rocks resembling the Stonehenge site, but on a smaller scale. Arranged with a purpose, so the purpose was the remains of mystery. Locals call it the Eye. There's nothing else to see here. Okay, so maybe I should go there when I'm called there. But that is the stone circle. Barton. Oomph. Are you cursed? Characters in the crust of the flesh, subject to sensation of burning. Those affected appear to be able to breathe normally. They feel as though they're choking. Breath of Lyra? Poison of the mind. Suffering this curse. Speak increasing. Like the mouth tongue that speech becomes impossible. Tormund's paralysis. I need you to get the marbles out your mouth. No. Tormund's paralysis. Tormund's bane. Those can be rolling along. These can be rolled along the tongue to cure Tormund's paralysis, or worn about the neck to protect against the curse. Like most items that ward against the curses, they emit diurnal field patterns. Tormund. Is it this thing? Yes. This item can be worn around the neck as a moving part that can roll across the tongue. It produces... Okay. Thank you. I don't even know how I managed to get down from Weatherlim. Oh. Everything went dark after reading the inscription on the tall stone, but somehow I knew if I made it to Strange Antiquities, I'd be okay. Through the darkness, I received a message from the Nameless Ones. They seek an item called the Nalian Casket. If we give it to them, they promise to free those it has infected. I don't think we have a choice. At least we can be certain of one thing. If they have the casket, they will not allow it to be opened. All they desire, all they value is power, and opening the casket would release all of its contained power. Ooh. Oh no, the time has come to decide, Thaumaturge. The casket wants to be opened. The casket will be opened. Nothing can stop it now, and yet there is still a part of the mind that will not be quieted. Help me calm this clamoring rage inside my head. This is their chance to elevate yourself above the scurrying ants that absently crawl through their meaningless lives. I know what you have. The heart of suffering feels constricted. The skin is pale and cold to the touch. Stand up. No, you have... So what do you want? A Zephyrim or an abrasive Mether? Abrasive Mether. Cyber Mether is used to purge unwanted memories. As with any procedure that can alter the mind, it should be used sparingly. Are typically used in communal ceremonies designed to be easily passed from person to person. Oh. Or a Zephyrim. These resonant objects give off a faint odor that would be familiar to any Thaumaturge. It is the scent of a storm. Ozone power, a scent of magic. These vapors are inhaled deeply and can lock deep wells of anger and channel them into a powerful maelstrom. This is power of the west wind. What? Why? 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 I think there's a chance that opening the casket would release Cordelia, which while I would love it, the rest of the world may not. I have a bad feeling about giving this bitch something to commune with the rest. I'm gonna give her this thing. So let's see. No, we're looking for a symbol of storm. Storm is this. Wind is that. So not you. Not you. Not you. Is there a gemstone? Damn it. No. Gives off scent that it's like a brewing storm. I'm gonna give you this thing. I'm able to use resonance compass to confirm that this is a resonant object. Closer inspection reveals the scent that I am expecting. I don't know if what I did was a good thing or a bad thing. But the problem with storing powerful dark artifacts is that slowly, inevitably, the darkness seeps out. Okay, what? Okay, I don't know what I'm looking for here. A road, maybe? I have no idea. In the catacombs. Little bump. Down, around, and then here? Yep! Shin is smarter than me sometimes. I'm just blind as a bat. I figured it'd be a road or a path or something. I'm just blind. I should really wear my glasses when I stream, but I don't. Inhaling deeply from the spirit vault to stave off the madness of the depths. Nothing escapes the eye of a samurai cat, unless it does, but we don't talk about that. I make my way carefully down the crumbling passageways past decaying crypts. Placed carelessly on top of, not carefully, but carelessly on top of the tomb is a collection of clay pots. Some lie in pieces, but most are whole. At first, the collection seems unremarkable, but one in particular stands out, and I take it back up to the surface to take a closer look. I don't want to hydrate. I don't wanna. I don't wanna. There, I stretched. I'm drinking water. Actual real water that doesn't have way too much caffeine in it. Someone very dear to me has fallen ill. I would like a nephroquaint. Do not be concerned, dear. I have used one before. I know what I am doing. Since I have no idea what that is, I have no concerns. These were once worn by the necromancers of the Five Knolls who used them in their rituals of resurrection. Their power became bound to them such that if they were to remove them, even after death, the nephroquaint would crumble to dust. Today, their power is much diminished, but they can be used to draw out infections. However, they will cause Braxis if held against bare skin for long periods. Gross. The necromancers of the Five Knolls used in the rituals of resurrection. So, do you think it'd have a gem in it? Huh. So it's something that can be worn. I'm going to end up guessing. And it's going to get bad. Okay. Okay, that's the symbol for life. It has to have the symbol for life on it somewhere, right? Maybe. I don't know. I don't know. Do I know anything? No. Hmm. This is exactly my problem. I'm gonna be giving them cursed objects that I know nothing about, and they're gonna be like, this didn't help me at all. And I'm like, I'm sorry. Well, you shouldn't have asked me. This is literally only my 16th day working here. I am an intern. Sounds like a you problem, okay? Is it this thing? No. It's not that thing. It's worth a shot. Gives me goosebumps. all those symbols? Oh, let me this way. Phosphorus. And heat. It's an explodey thing? Huh. Weird. Hmm. Okay. So if I'm reading this right, if you removed this item from the guy, right, the item itself would crumble to dust. That's what it's saying, correct? Their power became bound to them such that if they were to remove them, even after death, the Nephroquaint would crumble to dust. Not the Necromancer, the Nephroquaint. So I'm looking for something attached to someone. This fucker. Is that thing. It is attached to a hand scarred by Braxis. Ugh. Ugh. You could have that. You could take it. I don't want it. Get it out of my shop. Franklin. Please do pay us a visit. We have some items that we're confident will be of interest to you. Underhill. Artisans of Wood 2 Market Avenue. 2 Market Avenue. Market Avenue. Where is Market Avenue? The man who dropped off his cart introduces himself as the owner of Twinnings, an unusual sprawling series of grotto-like rooms filled with handcrafted carpentry, ironmongery, and pottery. He leads me past wooden chairs and strange iron contraptions to a room unlike the others. This one is filled with small trinkets, ornaments, and jars of various sizes containing ominous-looking liquids and organic materials. I know it might not look like much, but there are some items of value among the junk here, says the man. Take your time and let me know if you find anything interesting. 2 hours later, I have indeed unearthed something very interesting that I'm keen to take back to the shop for further investigation. Ooh. Oh, that. I am leaving Twinnings with my haul when a man shouts at me from across the street. As I look around annoyed, I notice to my horror that the man's eyes are black as coal. He rushes towards me and I stumble backwards, fumbling with the strap of my satchels, try to grab an item to stop him. I need a what? A Wixit cord. Despite the name, this simple-looking items do not produce a Wixit field. They belong to the diurnal branch. They cause a freezing effect in the body, earning them the nickname Medusa Stones. Fortunately, this effect is not permanent. Oh, it's the paralysis thing. It's my paralysis thing. This item features many symbols of paralysis. To my relief, the man goes rigid almost immediately and topples forward onto the cobblestone. I turn and run, wanting to put as much distance as possible between myself and that creature. When I finally come to my senses, I realize I should alert Dr. Robertson, but by the time I return to Twinnings, the man is nowhere to be seen. I know, paralysis stone. I shouldn't have used it, but I did. I'm not paralyzed, but I seem to be struck by... Sorry. Something bad is about to happen. The ravens know it. My grandfather once taught me how to use a Cassander to see the paths ahead, but I saw what it did to him and vowed never to touch one again after he died. But the gnawing worry of what is coming has become too much for me. A Cassander. The eyes of Cassander. Oh, yeah, I could put that in my archives. The eyes of Cassander focus on the power of the mind, enabling those skilled enough to see the path or paths ahead. These items do not produce a mentic field as one might expect, but rather a more mysterious selenic. The care should always be taken with any object of prophecy. They're no different. Many have been seduced, driven mad by the path shown to them, and have been led to ruin. Is it finally time to use this thing? Maybe? Don't think I have anything else. Because it's literally showing me a tree. I'll try it. No. Okay, not it. Maybe gemstones? Strength, protection, fire and fury. Stone of sight. Nature, water. No. Selenic is moon. Nope. Nope. Now I gotta do the dice roll. Shit. Fuck. What am I looking for? Vibrates with energy. Here, take this. Okay, he did take that. 2 malachite gemstones, stones of sight. Or eyes. Well, I haven't had to roll yet. One more wrong answer, I'm gonna have to roll. Hi, Gilbert. There's always seems to be something going on in Undermere. The sooner I can get this sorted and be on my way, the better. My uncle gave me a ring, and I have had nothing but bad fortune ever since. Starting to think it might be cursed. Is there any way to uncurse it? Yeah, there is, and I actually know how, and I think... Oh, I forget how. It's a thing. No, it's a thing. It's a small topaz gemstone in his eyes, placed strong smelling liquid, usually. It's a acoustic purifier. This thing. Because we've used it before. The label bears a symbol for vinegar. Closer inspection. We've used it before. Lavinia. I have been researching in ancient customs, particularly those related to thaumaturgy, and I am fascinated by the use of objects in ritual ceremonies. If you are able to get your hands on a gris, I would be very interested in studying it further. Gris. For the ritual of the broken path, a gris is heated slowly over flame. To have full effect, it must be held in an ungloved hand until the ritual is complete, no matter how hot it gets. The ritual should not be performed by those who have not studied Wixic art. It is common to suffer burns, but when done correctly, it should not be painful. The broken path. Oh. Something that could be held. In an ungloved hand. And heated. Well, I looked up earlier. This thing had the cold and fire, but what was that symbol again? I don't remember. Symbol for paralysis. Heated slowly over a flame. To have full effect, it must be held on an ungloved hand until the ritual is complete. Oh. Here, take this thing. Good, I don't have to roll the dice yet. The item has soot on its lower half, which suggests it's been held over flame. It produces a Wixic field. That's the only thing I could think of. I don't have to roll the dice yet. Leopold. There has been a basilisk sighting in the hills across the river of Backbarrow. I wouldn't say I'm a brave man, but I have duty to protect my livestock and village. Better me than a younger man with his life ahead of him. I have come to prepare my sword. You're a good man, but I have just the thing for you. I think. Maybe. Nope, not that thing. What is this? No, not that thing. A blade is drawn across the face of a Fulham 6 times during the ritual of the Hand of Prior. Once in one to prove themselves. Performing this ritual before seeking out the basilisk as a Fulham blade is the only known way to pierce its thick armor. Okay. I have one thing with a snake motif, and that is this thing. If it is this thing, we will be very lucky. No, it is not. Fuck my life. Shit! Fuck. This is all fucking done. Yeah, this is gonna take a fucking miracle. Come on. Shit. Oh, thank God. Okay. Yep, we've been through that. Okay. Okay, it's the ritual hand of the prior. So maybe we need to stop thinking about this is a hand of the prior. So what do I have that's hands? This thing is a hand, right? What else is a hand? Wait a second. Crisscross grooves, because people have been slicing their blades on that fucker. Grooves, and then it's just blade has been drawn across it. Okay, let's not get dead. Francesca. They've escaped. At first, my patients grew agitated when I used the Gaudian siren, but then I had a breakthrough. Vivian Cartwright woke up. She seemed lucid, calm even. I made stupid mistake and loosened her restraints. I don't know what happened, whether the siren stopped working or if perhaps it had never worked and she tricked me. But almost immediately she changed back, turned violent. Before I knew it, she had managed to free the others. We tried to stop them, but they fought their way out of the hospital. I have no idea where they've gone. It still won't let me do it at the stone circle. Okay. And almost imperceptibly, the casket began to absorb the crepuscular power that had leached into the stone and the earth in its lightless tomb. Oh, this is a gravestone. Oof. Okay, so it's got the, it's the, half moon on it. So we're looking for a gravestone with a half moon. This one? It's the only one I see. The air is stifling in the darkness. The claustrophobia of the tunnels almost overwhelms me, but I press on. I remind myself that there are few who venture down here, which means the chances of interesting finds are higher. It doesn't take long for my search to bear fruit. Oh. That thing looks nasty. You're gonna go in here. The Witherance was a terrible idea. I've only gone and made things worse. Wish Eli was back. He'd know what to do. Some years ago, a friend brought an item to me, a black casket. I learned it was a dark article. I should have brought it to Eli right then and there, but I knew he would want to destroy it. I'm a collector of things. It seemed too important to allow it to be destroyed, but I see now how naive I was. The casket is far more dangerous than anything I have come across before, and now I hear they are looking for it with their black eyes. Either I need to bring them out of the museum, or bring the casket here to Strange Antiquities and hide it in one of its secret places. So let's see. He wants Dread Vivant or okay. Dread Vivant, what does that do? Dread Vivant is one of the more one way to handle some of the more dangerous artifacts. It can siphon power away from oneself for a time. Power rising off of a Dredgevant is subtle but noticeably invigorating. These objects represent the balance of life and death, of good and evil, of hope and despair. Or Illumina, also called the Moon Pool or Heart of Tranquility, harnesses the power of the elements to create an aura of unease. They can be used to keep people away from places they are not welcome. There's a superstition among thaumaturges who say that Illumina should not be used when the moon is full. It's not known where this idea come from. So using that seems like the worst option. I think we're gonna go with the because this seems like a balance thing. It says it's the only way to handle some of the more dangerous artifacts. So if this is the only way to handle them, then this is the only way. Subtle but noticeably invigorating. Balances life and death. No. Nope. There's definitely something unusual about this item. Energetic. It's the flower skull. It has to be. Yeah. Concept of balance is reflected in the design. The skull, death, and the flower, life. The closer inspect reveals the power the item exudes. Yep. Yep. It's the flower skull. Mail! There's an uneasy quiet in town today. There aren't many people out and about. I'm heading straight home as soon as I'm done with my deliveries. Okay, give me the mail. I have recently come into possession of a number of texts on the subject of arcane artifacts. You are welcome to them if you are of any use. If I don't hear from you, then I will donate them to the library across the street. Oh, so you're across the street from the library. Where is Woodsworth Library? 26. Several of the scrolls look promising, but they are written in the Daedric script. My understanding is too rudimentary to make use of them. If Verona were around, I'm sure she could translate them, but she isn't. No, I need my, Babelia. The effects of the Babelia makes my head spin and I close my eyes tight for a moment as my mind catches up. The pages swirl and blur in front of me, letters and words floating in and out of focus. After a time, I find that I can read them, though it takes some effort, and I feel drained as I reach the end. Okay, and that can go in my archives. Oh no, I want to pet the cat. With all that's been happening under me, I picked the worst week possible to lose my bright charm. I hope you have one that I can replace it with. I might. A powerful item that offers hope in times of worry, protection in times of darkness, and wisdom in times of uncertainty. It wields the power of the maiden, the mother, and the crone, the wicked triple goddess. Oh. For some reason, I'm feeling this thing. Let me check something, though. Yeah, because that's the triple goddess symbol. I'm feeling this thing. Yeah. This item resembles the symbol of the triple goddess. Eli! I'm sorry, I did not intend to be away for so long. I trust the shop has not been much trouble to look after in my absence. I have learned a lot in my time in Oxford. There's a powerful dark article here in Undermere called the Nalian Casket. And now you're telling me that my foolish half-wit of a brother has had it in his museum this whole time? I know how to destroy it, but it's not going to be easy. Whatever happens, it must not be opened. We need to create a Pillar of Kelaris. From what I gather, such a feat has not been attempted in over 500 years. I just hope there's enough time to prepare. I'm afraid I can't stay, but I'll be back as soon as I can. Okay, a Pillar of Kelaris, powerful blast of energy that consume the darkness. In my opinion, it is the safest way to destroy powerful dark articles that only produced by place of significant thaumaturgic convergence. Strength and weakness, light and darkness, align the opposing powers at opposing compass points. With Korkin's light, the strong will be made weak and the dark will be made light. Strength and weakness, light and darkness. You're killing me here! I've had my energy drained by some disturbing evil power. For days now I have felt tired and frail, and then today I found something that horrified me. Beneath my bed I discovered a carved wooden effigy with a strange symbol painted upon it. I don't know who has done this to me, but all I want for now is to lift this feeling of weakness. Yeah, you need one of these strength thingies. I don't remember what it's called. It'd be better if I look in the index. Fortunance can enhance physical strength or restore strength that has been sapped. You need a Fortunance. Fortunance. Strength, Fortunance, yeah. So that is one of the things that he wants. I would like a Bloodbeck. Nameless ones are restless. I'm ready to hear their voices. Okay. It was once thought that these objects would be used to commune with the dead, but it is now widely believed that such thing is not possible. It is not known where the strange voices that emanate from a Bloodbeck originate, but there are some who believe they are voices of the nameless gods. So I'm looking for something that you're hearing voices in. You're making me wake the cat up for treats. She doesn't care. Oh, that's too many. She's not getting that many. Yeah, she's awake. She's like, shit, I don't care. Ow, that was my finger. She doesn't care. She's like, yeah, wake me up. Wake me up for that. So it's gonna make sound when I listen to it. Oh. Here, take this. That was a crazy guess, but yeah, just take it. Take it, lady. I was like, yeah, it's got a skull on it. That's gotta be it. Something about death and skulls and okay. Thaddeus. I went to move the casket, but it's gone. What do we do? I heard Eli is back in town, but he hasn't come to see me, and if he's not here, then I don't know where to find him. Oh God, what do we do? Panic? No, he wants this. This is what he wants. Okay. Gotta figure this out. Maybe gotta figure this out. I don't know. We haven't died yet. So... Okay, we're on this day. It festered and pulsated until it could no longer be contained. Some part of it reached out from the darkness, creating eyes so that it might find itself, and hands so it might open itself. The casket wanted to be opened. Books? I lie below books and scrolls on the esoteric and arcane. The spoken word? No. I'm gonna try his library. I'm gonna try his library. Entering the library, I'm drawn to the dark alcove around the right, bearing the title Esoterica and Arcana. I'm sure there's much to learn here, but sadly, cursory glance I have time for. Piled up on reading desk, I find books on ornithology alongside bestiary of the old world. You can learn a lot about reading from the books that they... Oh, come on! Why won't it let me... Why will it not let me... Okay, I found it. Is it here? This was a mistake. Because there's the library. No. Okay. Here. No. Okay, the library. Okay, so it's right here. Okay, so it's right there. Right here. So if it's right here... It's gotta be right here? Ugh! I'm bad at this. Here. There! Finally found it! As I open the door, I am hit by the musty smell of damp. This room hasn't been entered for some time. The corner of the room is piled high with scrolls and parchments and old books, but underneath the debris I find something interesting. Okay. Found a thing. Pet the cat. Hey, Eli! The museum was ransacked last night. I went looking for my brother, but he's nowhere to be found. Good news is, they didn't find what they were looking for. I moved the casket myself and hid it in one of the strange antiquities vaults. It's safe for now, but we can't leave it here for long. I have more to prepare, but I've left instructions on how to access the vault in the desk drawer. Oh. A candle that gives off no light. An anchor that has never touched the ocean. A finger, but not of flesh. A candle that gives off no light. An anchor that has never touched the ocean. That's this thing. A finger, but not of flesh. A finger. But not of flesh? Okay, that one might stump me. Ah. Witch's finger. Witch's fingers are severed digits of the Witch of Undermere. They are capable of inflicting intense pain, but the goal is supposedly purification of the body. It's pleasant experience, but the last resort that... This thing? Oh, yes! It actually was! Okay, that, and that. Ooh. Okay, we should probably, put that somewhere where it's, out of sight. Yeah. Yep, just out of sight. Out of sight! Oh boy. Here's the mail. The lake has turned black. The omens go, I'd say that's probably quite a bad one. But the mail won't deliver itself. I found a note in an old writing desk up at Gleeston Castle. I expect it will mean more to you. Fear in autumn, rising in winter. It feels too... fear in autumn. Fear, confusion, calm, confusion, fear. What was that? Fear is that. So there. I searched the room at the foot of the western tower quite thoroughly before finding a stash papers. To my dismay, they are largely the scrawlings of a madman, but amongst the nonsense, some valuable information. Okay. Hey, Barton. I have discovered the missing piece of the puzzle. There is an ancient shrine to the nameless god of the skull of Blencathra. Seems humanity tried worshipping them once, long ago, before we learned how little they care for us. We must take the casket there. Whatever happens, we must not allow it to be opened. Yes, I agree. Eli. It's time to end this now. Bring the casket to the pit. What am I supposed to do? Okay, so the pit. 20. We can go with Eli. The sun is low in the skies as we arrive at the pit, casting a warm light across the treetops and open fields. A solitary raven cries out from the tree line, and I look to the skies, but they are empty. The pit itself is an ominous sight that otherwise serene atmosphere can do nothing to diminish. It is a scorched black hole, perhaps 5 meters in diameter, that is an unnatural look at. Site of atomic convergence. It is no simple thing to destroy an object of this kind. We need to set up opposing powers at opposing compass points. Strength and weakness, light and darkness. Finally, we need a light of Korkan to bind them. Okay, so first we need that. Okay. So strength and weakness. And then we need the something. So we don't need. We need this thing. The sun. No, sun. Come here. There. And what is it? Shadow? Darkness. Something dark. Shadow. What? What could it? What could count as shadow? It's my book. Grace? Shadow Catcher, that's not gonna do anything. Siphon. Shadow Anchor? Shadow Cast Center. No. Shadow Hold. Used to contain, but that's not what we're looking for. Darkness. A sphere of enshrouding darkness. Tenebrine Cloak. Tenebrine Cloak. No! That's not right. How is that not right? Oh, because I put that in there, and he needs the other thing, Light of Korkin to bind them. That's right. Fuck, I forgot. He said that we needed the Light of Korkin. Fuck, that's right. I'm a dumbass. Despite these appearances, these Noctic items have no connection to the League of Emphysean. They're objects considered power that can turn darkness to light, fear to joy. Cork. Emphysean Heart. Korkin. Korkena? No. Asik Ring. Korkin. Serpent Goddess. Snakes. Snakes, 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 snakes. Snakes, 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 snakes. This thing. This thing. This thing. Oh, this thing has a gem in it. What does that gem do? Let's get this right the first time. No, Noctic. It's a Noctic gem. So... These Noctic items have no... Yep, okay. Noctic gem. It's gotta be that thing. Eli inspects my work. His face shows little emotion, but he seems satisfied. By now the sun has finished setting and only a hint of red afterglow remains in the darkening sky. The raven croaks his mournful cry once again, but this time there's a reply, then another. I look above, see several dark shapes circling above. Quickly now, they're here. I spin around and follow Eli's gaze, and my pulse quickens as I look out across the field. A large group of shadowy figures is walking steadily towards us. We can't see their faces at this distance in the low light, but I'd be willing to bet every one of them has pools of midnight for eyes. In the sky above, the ravens continue to grow in number, and their caws and cries get louder and louder. I look down at the black object in my hand, such a small thing, yet its seductive power is impossible to ignore. It wants to be open, and suddenly it feels inevitable. The casket, now! But I'm not sure I want to give it to him. Nope, we're doing this. The wave of intoxicating power washes over me, but I hold strong against it. I hand over the casket, and together we begin activating the items arranged around the pit. Working as fast as we can, it still takes longer than we like, and I look up again. The thaumaturge has fear in his eyes. We're too late. The mob is upon us. One of them grabs Eli and tries the rest of the casket from his hands. I rush across to help him, but it's no use. They are all around us. The man tears the casket free and clatters to the floor, skittering towards the edge of the pit before coming to rest upon the precipice. A gray-haired woman stoops to pick it up. I am surprised to find I recognize her. It's Verona Green, the occult scholar. The mob cheers, but Verona turns towards me. I am no longer afraid. Her eyes are ringed with darkness, but they are not black. Back from the dead. She winks at me and throws the casket into the pit. At the same moment, Eli activates the light of Korkin. Time stands still, and then there's a rush and a roar as a swirling vortex of blue-green light races up out of the pit. The casket is sent soaring up into the night sky, where it seems to hang for a moment, turning slowly in the air until, with a shrinking, splintering crash, it shatters into 1,000 pieces, and then there is nothing but smoke and the smell of ozone, and all is quiet. It has been a few weeks since the casket was destroyed, and I am still riding high on the elation and relief from the night. Everything seems to come together when it needed, and somehow we avoided a terrible catastrophe. Those who were under the casket spell were released almost immediately. They remember nothing from their ordeal, but there seems to be no lingering ill effect, and Dr. Robertson says they have all made a full recovery. It is rare for Eli to express much emotion, but he even congratulated me on my strength and resolve in the face of such darkness. He too felt the allure of the casket and was worried that it would overwhelm me. He told me with a hint of pride that I would make a fine thaumaturge. So Eli's alive, Verona's alive, Rebecca Rose is alive, Barton is alive. Audrey's deceased, murdered by her own bloodthirsty followers when the casket was not opened. Bonnie is missing. She fled after trying and failing to murder Barton. Francesca is alive. Edmund is alive. Jack went insane. He never recovered after falling deeper into the trance. Thaddeus is alive. Simone is alive. And Jupiter is alive. I got ending 1. A catastrophe avoided. So, Audrey died. Bonnie is missing. Jack went insane. I will, are you on the American server or the global server? Because I made mine on the American server because the ping was much, yeah, I made mine. I'm on the American server. Yeah, like Suki's on the global server, so I can't friend her. So, yeah, if you're on the American server, I will send you my friend code as soon as I'm done streaming. And that will probably be it. I got Barton is alive. Glad everything turned out well, even if you did ignore his plan. I kind of ignored his plan. And poor Audrey. Audrey got killed. Murdered by bloodthirsty followers because casket wasn't opened. But I saved Verona because she had the strength to resist the casket. Thaddeus, he's ashamed of the part he played. Simone is alive and ready for a new challenge. Bonnie is missing. She fled after trying and failing to murder Barton Potter and has not been seen since. And then the blind woman, Rebecca, is alive and able to paint again and is enjoying the quiet life. So that's it. I got a catastrophe avoided. Cat cam included. So I will be live again Friday, I hope, with 7 days with Twitch integration, so you guys can harass me all you like. Next week I will be starting a new game to play on stream. I'm not sure what game. Yes, take that, depression. I won. I did not lose. I didn't get everybody killed. That's how we do it. That's how we do it. See that? Yeah, you just gotta do a few mute streams. Just do a few mute streams. Do games that have all voice acting. Just let them do the talking for you. That's what I do sometimes. So yes, I will be yeah, we gotta do the dance, the dance offs. But yes, I will be here Friday. I don't even remember what time. I think I don't know. I don't know what time I'm going. Do I know my own schedule? Who does scheduling? Really? Who does scheduling? Psh. Schedules. Yeah, right. Ugh. Like, I'm gonna do scheduling. So, yes, we have, more streaming. And, yeah. So, look forward to that. And I will see you all Friday. Maybe, I hope, perhaps, at some point. At some point, maybe. And then next week's schedule will be a bit different because I will be streaming an extra day. Because I am going to be starting Palace of the Dead runs for my solo achievement. And I will be dying a lot because I haven't done Final Fantasy XIV in a while. So, that will be fun. And we'll see how it goes. Yay. So yeah, we'll see how it goes and we'll see what fun I have. In the meantime, I will be raiding you folks off to, I have no idea. Let's see who's live. Vrelia is live. Vrelia is doing... It's just getting started doing Dark Souls. Yeah, I'm pushing y'all off on Vrelia. It's just how it be. Vrelia's got that new model, and it is super amazing. So if you don't know Vrelia, go give her a follow, and I will see you all later. Thank you for hanging out. I love you all, and take care of yourselves for the week. And be gentle with yourself, because you deserve it. Okay. Love you all. Bye.